Hey guys, this is Jim Merritt with QuickTrainer in beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina. We are your QuickBooks and accounting experts, and today I want to record this video to show you what a default chart of accounts looks like when you first create a QuickBooks Online company. So you can see here that I've created this company called QTI Test Company. QTI stands for QuickTrainer Incorporated. And if I come over here to transactions, I can get to the chart of accounts right there. And let me also point out that if you go to the gear, this is referred to as the gear, you can also get to the chart of accounts there as well. So either way gets you to the same place. Now, this is the default chart of accounts. This is I just created this company and this is what it looks like. And I will tell you that there are some accounts that I would recommend you never use, but you can't get rid of them. Or let me rephrase that. You can delete them, but they will come back. Uncategorized asset is one of them. I would never use that. And by the way, if I change the name of this account to be something else, it'll come back as uncategorized asset. So the account that you renamed would still be there, but it would create a new uncategorized asset account. Let's see, there's a few others I think that are going to be that way, and as a matter of fact, we'll see towards the end of this video. Uncategorized expense is another one I would never use. Okay, so the next thing I want to recommend that you do when you first set up your chart of accounts, when you first set up QuickBooks Online, is to add numbers, general ledger numbers. And the reason is when you're posting directly to general ledger accounts, like through entering a bill or writing a check or a journal entry, you can either type in the name or the number of the account. Personally, I like typing in the numbers, but sometimes I don't remember the number, but I remember the name, and vice versa. So first of all, if you've just set up your QuickBooks Online account, numbers will not even be turned on. So let me just show you real quick. If you go to the gear and you go to Company Settings, and then you click on the Advanced tab. And this is where we say Enable Account Numbers. And if I just click anywhere in here, it allows me to turn this off and turn it on. Okay, so that's what that's about. Alright, so done. Then we get to the list, back to our chart of accounts. And yeah, I could come over here and I could edit this account. And I could add the number to the to an account and save and close and then go to the next one. But there's a much faster way. Right here, if you click on this little pencil, it says Batch Edit, and that means that we can make changes kind of like we're in Excel. So now I can just add account numbers without any problems. And I do recommend that even though you won't use some of these accounts, I would still give them numbers. And see, 3001, retained earnings is 3600. And it's beyond the scope of this video for me to talk about where these account numbers come from. I will tell you that there are standard numbers that we at QuickTrainer like to use, and it's not just necessarily we at QuickTrainer. Any CPA accountant will appreciate the thought that goes into these numbers. I hope that makes sense. And let's see, 40. I don't remember all of the expense accounts and income accounts as I get into those, so I've got a cheat sheet that I'm looking at. Okay, uncategorized income, 4950. So in other words, some of these numbers like uncategorized income and uncategorized expenses, they're not a number that you'll find standard on our chart of accounts, but in the spirit of assigning every account a number, I want to assign a number to it. I hope that makes sense. Now, speaking of these numbers, I'll just tell you verbally that if you go to our website, that is the QuickTrainer website, and which is www.quicktrainer.net, or .biz, either one will get you there. And if you go there and then you go to our blog, you will find, by typing in the search on the left column, if you will type in chart of accounts, you will see where I blogged about chart of accounts, and I put a link to where you can get a PDF file of our chart of accounts. Okay, so now I'm going to save this, and you're going to see that every account now has a number assigned. Okay, and I'm curious, if I refresh this, will any other new accounts appear? And I'll know that they're new accounts because they will not have a number assigned. So let me just go home and let me show you this real quick. If I go to expenses, like I'm going to write enter an expense. Okay, let me just do it here. Expense, that's where I wanted to be, sorry. Now, when I type in office expenses, you see I can get it there. Okay, and I'm just curious now, how many letters would I have had to type? OFF. So if I can type in OFF and get there, I could also type in 6910 or just 691 and get there. So that's the beauty of having account numbers. Plus, there are some other genuine beauties of having account numbers. One is that with general ledger account numbers turned on, when your CPA gets ready to do the tax return with numbers turned on, they can import easily your chart of accounts into their tax software. So that too is another reason to do that. Now, yeah, I want to leave without saving. I just wanted to show you that. And I want to go back to the chart of accounts, and I just want to see if it's snuck in any other account numbers yet. And no, it has not. So there's a little bit about creating some accounts. Now let me show you a few more things. One of the things that we do not see here is a bank account, and that's because by default when you create your QuickBooks Online account, a bank account is not included. So if you click New and you tell it that it's a bank account and the type of account, which typically is going to be checking, and I like to give it the name of your bank here, but since I don't know the name of your bank, and that account number is 1000. And if we have, some other bank accounts like a payroll account or a savings account or an investment account, 1010 would be the next number, and then 1020 and 1030. Okay, so now you'll see that we have a bank account. Now there are other accounts that are missing, and again I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but one more thing I do want to show you, and that is the concept of creating sub-accounts. So typically this would be what's referred to as my parent account, and I would create a sub-account underneath that. A sub-account is often referred to as a child account, so that you have a parent-child relationship. And so this would be my parent. And the rule in QuickBooks is when you have parents and sub accounts, you never post anything to the parent account. The parent is there to just sum up everything that's in the sub accounts. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So it would not make any sense to have one sub account underneath the parent. You need to have at least two sub accounts underneath the parent. If you have a need to just have one sub account, don't even make it a sub, just make it a parent. All right. But if I come over here and I'll go up to the top and I add new, and I tell it that it's a cost of goods sold account, and we'll say this one is for cost of labor. That's fine. I like to call it cost of goods dash, and I'll call it subcontract to subcontractors. I normally give the number 5030, and then I make it a sub-account of 5,000. Okay, and then if I do save and new just means I want to create another one. And unfortunately, and hopefully Intuit will fix this in the future, it doesn't remember the last type account I created. Just a little pet peeve of mine. And let's say that the other one was for supplies and materials. So I would do cost of goods, that's supplies and materials. Okay, my typing skills. And I would give that 5010, and I would make it a sub-account of 5,000. So now, if I get out of this, you'll see down in the 5,000 area, I've got two accounts that are indented. These are the sub-accounts or the child accounts. This is the parent, so you would never post anything to this account. All right. I hope this video helps you understand a little bit better about how your QuickBooks Online General Ledger Chart of Accounts is going to look initially, and some things you can do to tidy it up. And if you have questions, by all means, you can comment on this video. You can also email us at info@quicktrainer.biz, or you can call us 910-338-0488. Make it a great day.